The practice of self-inquiry is more than an intellectual exercise. It points to a different way of viewing the world that's not just the effect of a differently shaped lens of positions, but rather the absence of such a lens altogether. To discover what is and isn't self can change the experience of reality because it changes the way you react to things. And there is an inner consequence to that kind of stillness. It profoundly changes your priorities. There is then no inner pursuit, no automatic mental loop and unregulated mental extrapolation or interpolation. For there is no belief in being the form that acts in these mental plays, but only what witnesses them, which is not a perceivable thing. Even with the understanding of this, it doesn't just appear. There is a sort of threshold to cross and possibly a weathering of the emotional and energetic turbulence that accompanies the struggle of the construct to maintain its crown of self. Its last trick is to take on a spiritual identity that seeks fame for a name and wants to participate in controversies. There is an inner posture of the I thought that's seen to be not the self that sees it. It arose from the spiritual heart, and to there it returns when it is no longer needed. The state in its absence is what changes motivations. There's no relational thinking. There is no sense that fulfillment will come from doing and acquiring. But doing good work is good in and of itself apart from its objective. The body needs to move to keep moving, and a body at rest too long will generate the energy of frustration, which yields discomfort and a desire to escape it. A body in well-earned rest is better enjoyed by a peaceful mind. The body finds satisfaction in the rest it earns in activity when the mind and heart are still. But no amount of work can bring peace when the world is at war with the conceptual self. That is an idea rooted in I and encompassing the impressions of experience that are conditioning. Such ideas, positions are provincial and compete with other ideas in the world. There is unconscious identification with conditioning. This is saying something that can be revolutionary, but isn't recognized as such on its surface. It can bring a shift that exposes the nature of human unconsciousness by virtue of stopping it. Unconsciousness is noticed really in its absence. The absence of unconscious belief in being a form destroys the motivation to vainglorious pursuits. All things can be enjoyed as before, and there can be an appreciation of phenomena, but there's no need to be seen a certain way because what's seen is no longer taken to be a self. From this state, it can be seen that so long as there is body identification, motivations are transparently geared towards the service of name and form. But who can say what will be done without the North Star of self to guide it? That's why Jesus said to give your alms in secret, because it serves no self to obscure the truth. There is no need to be seen as anything in particular.